classroom is part of this discussion, mainly because I want them to look at the screen, not me. Is part of this discussion mainly because we are impacted by the pool. We think that we kind of we're supporting the natural pool option, although it's not, whatever the community comes up with, we'll learn to live with. But we thought it would be add to our educational mission, and it could be a buffer, a sound buffer between us and the pool. You know, if there's a big water park there, it's kind of hard to have quiet contemplation in the woodland. So we really do support the natural pool option, but whatever the community supports is good with us. So I'm just going to blow through this real quick. The outdoor classroom is an all-volunteer project that's in this woods that's right over here across the street right next to the pool. And the Environment Committee for the District 10 started working in that woodland doing buckthorn bust in 2001. And we decided to formalize our educational restoration project in there in 2006. And we've got city CIB money to write a comprehensive site plan, but that's all we're at this point. But we're doing a lot of activities in there already. This is the area. Here's the tennis court right here, and the pool is right here. So if you had a natural pool, you could maybe put your wetland cell, the cleaning cell, somewhere close to the woodland, or maybe you can intrude into it a little bit. But the woodland has a couple of historic features in it that we would like to restore. The Dutch ovens, which many of you are familiar with. Cascades and pool on the other side is almost disappeared into the ground. So there's the Dutch ovens, which is really a Joyce Kellner Memorial fireplace. It was dedicated to World War I veterans in 1936. And we would like it to be our main entrance and staging area for the outdoor classroom. The degraded conditions that we found in the woodland in 2001, there was an illegal bike jumps course in there at the time, which it's not like we were, having kids go through there with bikes was not a problem, but at some point they started cutting down trees to make bike jumps and digging and making very large jumps, and then buckthorn kind of intruded down those pathways, those new openings that they made, and so we have had an almost solid buckthorn woodland at some point. So it's, the issues were the degraded forest, the historic features were in disrepair, and we felt like local students needed a place to study and reconnect to nature. The project goals are to improve species diversity in the woodland, save those historic features, increase stormwater retention, which we also think is consistent with the natural pool, and improve student understanding of environmental science. The activities are remove invasive species, which we've done a lot of. We've had a lot of buckthorn busts in there. We have conducted biological surveys with students, bird surveys, plant surveys. There's a long-range study going in there, Como Park Senior High School. Replant native species. Well, we haven't removed all the invasives yet, so that's maybe a ways away, but we have done some replanting in there already. Restore the historic features. Got another CIB proposal in. I don't know if it'll be successful. There's not much city money. I think we're all aware of that. But we're going to keep trying. Build trails, install information posts, and develop an educational program that's available online, so there won't be a lot of staff involved to run this thing. And we've involved students and teachers in this process, and it's really important to us. The project models we've used are Bellwin, which everybody's kids here in St. Paul go there twice in there at 3rd grade and 5th grade. Well, that's only twice. Once in 3rd grade, once in 5th grade. So it'd really be nice to have something advisors was a teacher out there, and she was really helpful. We went out there and spent time with the kids and went out on trails with the kids. Eloise Butler Flower Garden was another one of our project models because the size is about the same. And it's got different biomes, and it has the posts and trail systems that we kind of like. This is Bellwyn, and the benefits of place-based learning is pretty well known at this point. And this is Eloise Butler Flower Garden, where they have a post system where it just has numbers and it corresponds with a book or lesson plan. We could do that online so that teachers could download that. And then teachers and students could write new lesson plans that may be science related, may be history related. It's open to many different forms of study. We think like a natural environmental system is easier to maintain, just like with a pool. And it gives a place for people to reconnect to nature and kind of slow down, like paint or a nature walk just as an individual, or it isn't just for classes. We've been really involved with a lot of invasive species removal, and Park and Recreation Department's been really, really helpful, especially environmental services folks. There's only 3 of them, but we really depend on them really a lot. And volunteers is the real backbone of the whole thing. Nobody gets paid, it's all volunteer. The activities for our project, they're all listed here, but this was our original draft plan done by the Metropolitan Design Center at the University of Minnesota with a McKnight grant, and that helped us make our final plan. Our advisory committee, we have about 15 active members, and they're from different organizations, but I would say like 90% of them live right within the Como neighborhood. This is Sharon. We had recently the Great River School came in and did a whole semester project. They removed buckthorn. They made bluebird houses for the Bluebird Trail. They just did tons of stuff. It was really fun working with them. And here's, like I said, the big buckthorn bus that we do. At least one every year. They're usually around 150 to 200 people. Most of them are high school students, but they come from many other organizations. And then twice a year we do a field studies with Como Senior High School. They're doing a long-range study. They have like 14 lesson plots in the woodland that they're just watching the changes around those plots over years. This is a comprehensive site plan that the city the design department did for us with our draft plan, and that was with the CIB funding. And we don't have any funding to go forward with this, but we're using it as a classroom already, even in a deplorable state as far as being a lot of invasive species in there. But we look forward to working with folks on the pool. We have a representative in the pool committee, Ann Hires from Ramsey Conservation District, and one of our advisors. And she lives across the street on Lexington. And so we really do support the natural pool system, but like I said, what the neighborhood wants, what